following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Kicks and finds Thompson for two.
Time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Park Rapids, Minnesota on this brisk and chilly fall evening. Only 44 degrees out right now, and expect to go down possibly, very, very possibly dip down to about 39, 38 degrees before this game is over. So it's, like I said, it's chilly out there. We got all of our warm clothing up here, and we have the windows shut. So it looks like the window's not going to cause too much of an issue with our camera, but if it does, we'll bear the elements and open up the window. But we're going to do our best to keep things as warm as possible up here tonight, here in this matchup between the 0-5 Park Rapids Panthers and the 4-1 Pelican Rapids Vikings. More on this matchup here in just a moment on the Magnitude Sports Network.
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wababy?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
Sweet chaos. Delightfully disruptive.
Do something with your hair?
All right, welcome back here to Park Rapids. Almost the same thing. They both have a P and they both have an R. Let's put it that way. Park Rapids, Minnesota here, home of the Park Rapids Panthers. And they will take the gridiron tonight, take on the 4-1 Pelican Rapids Vikings. The Vikings' only loss was about 3 weeks ago when they would just get not what's the word I'm looking for? They would lose 43-0. Let's put it that way. I don't know what word that would be. But the ironic part of that 43-0 loss is if you take away the 6-0 win against Parker's Prairie, then Pelican Rapids is averaging close to 43 points per game. But that 6-0 win over Parker's Prairie and the blanket loss from Barnesville drops their average points per game to 28. Now, don't be a bit surprised if you see more than 28 points on the board tonight for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. They opened up the season with an impressive 52-12 whomping of the Underwood Rockets, and then they would follow that up with a 42-20 victory over the Frazee Hornets, and then they would fall and get stung by the Barnesville Trojans 43-0 at home. Bounce back with a 6-0 win over Parker's Prairie. And then last week, a score that I don't think a lot of people was expecting. A 40-6 win over a very good and very talented Otter Tail Central Bulldogs team. Pelican Rapids Vikings have outscored their opponents 140-81. On average, that's 28 points per game scored and 16 points per game allowed. So that puts them 40.9 on the QRF scale, ranks them 15th in the class and 119 in the state. For the Panthers, 0-5, 22-0 loss on opening night to the Purim Yellow Jackets here at home. And then 17-14 loss to Fergus Falls. A 34-7 loss here at home against the East Grand Forks Green Wave. And then it wasn't much of a game with Pequot Lakes, as Pequot Lakes would put the half-century mark on the board with a 50-0 victory over the Panthers. And then just most recently, last week on the road, the Panthers would fall in DGF, taking on the Rebels. The Rebels would be victorious 48-6 in that particular contest. So that means the Park Rapids area Panthers have been outscored by their opponents 171-27 this season. That is an average of 5 points per game for the Park Rapids area Panthers, while they give up an average of 34. So like I said, over on the flip side there, the Vikings' 5-game average is 28, but it's a good chance that they'll get closer to that Panthers allowed average of about 34 here in this game. Under center will be number 10, the junior Timmy Guler. He's been the starter he was the starter last year, and I don't remember if he started as a freshman or not. I don't think he did, but I know he started last year for sure. And you might see him pass the ball to Peyton Blakeway on occasion tonight, along with some of his other teammates. Over on the Panthers side of the ball, your starting quarterback will be number 4, the junior Noah Morris, and then his backs will be number 7, Matthew Johanning, number 24, Cale Ravenous, and his wideouts will be number 1, Blake Morris, number 17, Luke Hartung, and number 32, Ryan Carroll. And those are your offensive starters for the Park Rapids area Panthers. Coming up after tonight for the Panthers, they will go on the road, and it doesn't get much easier. Detroit Lakes 4-1 playing Barnesville 5-0 tonight. That should be a fun game. So the Panthers have the Detroit Lake Lakers on the road next week, and then about a week and a half from now, on Wednesday, October 19th, they'll be back home to wrap up the season against the Thief River Falls Prowlers. The Prowlers 1-4, but they play the 3-2 Frazee Hornets tonight. So we'll see how that outcome comes, how that game goes. And then on the flip side, for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, they'll have a home game against the Roseau Rams next 1 week from tonight. Roseau Rams currently 1-4. They are playing Fergus Falls tonight, who is also 1-4. And then they'll wrap up the season, the Vikings will, on Wednesday, October 19th, on the road, taking on the Breckenridge Cowboys. Cowboys 3-2 as of today. They have a road match on the road at West Central area, and the Knights are 4-1. The Knights' only loss was to Barnesville. The Pelican Rapids Vikings' only loss was to Barnesville. So we'll see in about 10 days from now who gets the better of that clash of what could potentially be. The Vikings will, if they can win tonight, they'd be 5-1, and then if West Central area wins tonight, they'd be 5-1. But that's going to be a tough contest with Breckenridge. Breckenridge at 3-2, they could easily knock off the Knights tonight and make the Knights 4-2, heading into that matchup with the Pelican Rapids Vikings. So, but 4-1 or 4-2. That's not going to make that matchup any easier for the Vikings to wrap up the season on Wednesday, October 19th. Some other games going on tonight. Barnesville's at Detroit Lakes. Barnesville's 5-0. Detroit Lakes is 4-1. Another game that you can watch on Magnitude Sports tonight, the Osaka Silver Streaks, 4-1 on the season. They're on the road tonight at Ted Minover Field in Perham, taking on the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets 3-2. The DGF Rebels undefeated, 5-0. They're on the road tonight, taking on the 2-3 Holly Nuggets. The 2-3 East Grand Forks Green Wave are on the road, taking on the 2-3 Crookston Pirates. The 1-4 Thief River Falls Prowlers are on the road, taking on the 3-2 Frazee Hornets. And the one we just talked about a little bit ago, the 3-2 Breckenridge Cowboys on the road in Barrett, Minnesota, taking on the 4-1 West Central Area Knights. Standings in 8 AAA, that is the home section for Park Rapids area. DGF leads that right now with a 5-0 record. Perham right behind them at 3-2. EGF 2-3. Thief River Falls, Fergus Falls, and Roseau all at 1-4, and then Park Rapids at 0-5. DGF is on a 5-game win streak, and Park Rapids is on a 5-game losing streak. All the other teams, 1-game win streaks for Perham and East Grand Forks, 1-game loss streak for Thief River Falls, 3-game losing streaks for Fergus Falls and Roseau. In 8AA, home of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, they are in second place right now in the 8-2A standings, right behind Barnesville, as I mentioned. Barnesville 5-0 on the season, 2-0 in section play, while Pelican Rapids, with that head-to-head loss to Barnesville at 4-1, sits right behind them in the number 2 spot. Barnesville 5-game win streak. Pelican Rapids comes in tonight with a 2-game win streak. Frazee and Hawley have 1-game win streaks. Crookston has lost 1 in a row. War Road has yet to see a victory in the last 4 games. They're 1-4 overall. They won their first game of the season, but they've dropped 4 in a row since that opening night win for the War Road Warriors. Barnesville, they're outscoring their opponents. Their points for and against average, 42 average per game, and they allow their opponents only 2 points per game on average. They've blanked a few teams this season. Matter of fact, I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I think there's only been there's only been one team that has scored double digits against Barnesville. Everybody else, 0 or single digits against Barnesville this season. Pelican Rapids 4-1. They're on a 2-game win streak. Their QRF ranking 40.9. They're averaging 28 points a game, allowing 16 points a game. Their QRF ranking is 15 heading into tonight's contest. That's a little bit deeper look at the Park Rapids area Panthers. You can see them on the bottom right of your screen here in the black jerseys with orange numerals, and then the Pelican Rapids Vikings will be in their white jerseys with black numerals tonight. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back here. We're about a minute and a half away. We have, by the way, the Pelican Rapids Vikings. They won the coin toss. They've chose to receive, and they'll defend the north end of the end zone to start the game. So Pelican Rapids will get that opening kickoff. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Sweet chaos. Delightfully disruptive.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wobbaby?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
On ABEA.
All right, welcome back.
As
we get ready for the first quarter of play, the opening kickoff is coming up here as the color guard is coming back up. So if the band plays it, we'll stay here. If they play it off an MP3, we'll take another commercial break. Once again, you find us online at YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Facebook, Twitter, Magnitude SN, and Instagram and YouTube is just straight Magnitude Sports. Of course, our website, magnitudesn.com. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer here. And once again, if the band plays an national anthem, we'll keep it live. Otherwise, we'll take another break and wrap up your pregame show after this. Broadcast coverage tonight brought to you by our friends at Park Rapids High School. KLN Family Brands bringing you your scoreboard tonight, and Stein Seed bringing you action between the Panthers and the Vikings.
Are provided by CHI, St. Joseph's Health, in partnership with the Park Rapids Education and Activities Foundation and District 309. A very special shout out to the sponsors and contributors to our sports scoreboard. Thank you to Edward Jones, Citizens National Bank, Northwoods Bank, Affinity Realty, the Park Rapids Education and Activities Foundation, the Park Rapids Rotary Club, Northway Insurance, CHI, St. Joseph's Health, Arvid Communications, and Back in Motion Therapy for your contribution to this project. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would ask that you remove your headgear and face the flag at the center of the field for the playing of our national anthem by the Park Rapids Pep Band under the direction of Mr. John Cook. We welcome the Park Rapids American Legion as they present the colors. Thank you. And now for the introduction of the teams. First, here are the visitors in white, the 2022 Pelican Rapids Vikings. The Vikings are coached by Eli Beachy, Christopher Hacker, Hayden Sturdivant, Ryan Beachy, John Gellingsrud, and Cody Schaefer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the home team in black, the 2022 Park Rapids Panthers.
All right, so both teams being introduced as a team
Panthers
tonight.
are coached by Jeremy Nordick, Kevin Murphy, Jesse Buchel,
Did not get
Josh
starting
Papanda,
lineups for
Noah
Pelican
McPherson,
Rapids. Neither
Jeff
did the school,
Sanford,
neither
and
did the
Wyatt
radio
Sanford.
guy here. So the only thing I can tell you is that
Let's
Timmy
play
Cooler will be the starting
some
quarterback,
football.
and one of his receivers will be Peyton Blakeway. We will find out who the rest of the players are here as they come out onto the field and start making plays. Once again, the Vikings won the opening toss. They chose to receive, so That means the Panthers will get the ball to start the second half of play. And the Vikings will defend the north end of the field here to start this one off. 12 minutes are on the clock as we get ready for the opening kickoff here. Once again, a brisk, chilly night, clear sky, 42 degrees. We could drop to about 38 before this game is over, possibly lower than that. When it gets cold out, those hour-by-hour forecasts can be off by a couple of degrees, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised if 37, 36, even 35 is a possibility by the time we get into the third and fourth quarters of this game. Once again, the Park Rapids area Panthers 0-5 on the season. They're in the black with the orange numerals. And the Pelican Rapids Vikings have two men back on their own 15-yard line.
Number 22, Carter Johnson, and number 8, Peyton Blakeway.
To receive the kick. All right, and we are underway here. And he gets a short return, brings it up inside the 25-30.
Number 4, Jack Keppinga.
I'll bring up a first down and 10.
Gets up to about the 26-yard line, where the Vikings will start first and 10. Jimmy Gooler on a quarterback keeper, tackled by a pride of Panthers.
There we go. Now I got a light on. I can check out my roster here. Once again, Timmy Gooler working under center here for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And Gooler will go to the outside numbers, and he's about a yard shy of the first down. So it'll be about 3rd and 1 here.
And off to number 22, Carter Johnson. Goes around the outside. Tackled by number 24, Cale Ravnus.
They place the ball at about the 36-yard line.
3rd down and 1 for the Vikings.
Gooler out of the shotgun. He'll delayed handoff, and he has a little bit of room.
Carter Johnson on the carry again for the Vikings. Picks up a Viking first down.
So that'll be a first down and 10.
Tackled that time by number 32, Ryan Carroll.
I don't know, they're not stopping
Vikings
the
have it
clock
1st and 10
on the scoreboard here, so
at the 45-yard line.
I don't know if they're just not, if they're forgetting, or if they decide to do something here with the temperatures that I wasn't aware of. That one is caught, and he could be gone. He will go into the end zone and score. It's Blakeway on the reception. A 55-yard touchdown pass.
Number 8, Peyton Blakeway for a Viking touchdown.
58 yards. Gooler to Blakeway, and the Vikings strike first. I hit the wrong button. My apologies. At least we know the graphic works, so we'll get that fixed here. And he's going to be short.
And the 2-point conversion is no good. With 9:38 to go in the first quarter.
Actually, we're going to keep it here so we can fix our scoreboard. Once again, we'll thank our sponsors, including Park Rapids High School, Kalen Family Brands, and Stein Seed. All right, welcome back.
Panthers will start their off-first
Johanning on the return there for Park Rapids.
40-yard
So
line.
1st and 10 now here.
Noah Morris on a keeper up the middle. Tackled by number 22, Carter Johnson, and number 57, Caden Holt. Pickup of 1 on the play brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers.
He'll take the snap and he will tuck it and run.
Noah Morris on the
Bring
keeper.
up 3rd down
Tackled
and
by number
7.
10, Timmy Guler. Gain of 1 on the play brings up, 3rd and 8 for the Panthers.
They're going to call
Ball
it 3rd
resting
and 8.
just
Call it
inside the
3rd and
40-yard
7.
line.
Inside 9 minutes to go here. Morris will look and he'll fire, and it is through the hands of his intended receiver.
Morris' pass intended for Matt Johanning falls incomplete. Jack Paulson on the coverage that time for the Vikings. Brings up 4th down and 8 for the Panthers.
Harding with the kick, and kick will go out of bounds, actually.
And
up here close to the 45. Bring up 1st and 10.
Vikings will take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Guler takes the snap, delayed handoff. No.
Blakeway on the carry that time for the Vikings.
Looks like
hit right away.
Mark the ball right
Keo
at
Ravnus.
the 40.
And Corey
45,
Johnson.
excuse me. And 2nd down, we'll call it 2nd and 11.
Loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd down and 11 for the Vikings.
Guler alone in the shotgun, and he'll pass. And it is just out over the outstretched arms there.
Pass intended for Trayvon Benson. Ball's incomplete.
And Benson had an extra step on that. It would have been 12-0.
Brings up 2nd down and 11 for the Vikings.
But the Vikings looking really impressive up to this point. So 3rd down and 11 from the 45 now here. Guler will send a man in motion. That man in motion is Jack Capenga. And Guler will keep it himself. And he is across midfield into Panther territory. And he's going to be close to a first down.
Keeper around the outside. Picks up a Viking first down. Tackled by number 32, Ryan Carroll. Vikings have it 1st and 10 at the Panther 44-yard line.
Blakeway has it, and he'll get swallowed up. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, but not any further
Peyton Blakeway hit right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. Tackled by number 5, Wrigley Clark.
Guler, 3-step drop, now he rolls. Now he avoids pressure. There's a flag on the play, and the ball pops loose. Looks like it was a forward pass, so it's actually an incomplete pass. Now we'll see what the flag is on. Holding on the
Johnson and
Pelican Rapids
Vikings,
so it'll remain 2nd down, and they'll probably be about 2nd and 15 or 2nd and 20, depending on
holding
how many
called
yards
against the Vikings.
Count off, and that penalty is actually declined. So it'll be 3rd and 10, or no, it'll be 3rd and 11 then for the Pelican Rapids Vikings with the declined penalty.
Brings up 3rd down and 11 for the Vikings.
Guler takes the snap, and he'll roll out to the near side. And now he'll fire. And it is intercepted. Joe Hanning with the interception. Turns the ball over.
There is a flag on the play.
This penalty is on Pelican Rapids. It's likely to be declined.
Personal foul, face mask called against the
We'll
Panthers.
see if that changes things or not. It's against Park Rapids, the personal foul. 6:35 to go here in the 1st quarter. 6-0 lead for the Pelican Rapids Vikings on a 55-yard touchdown pass from Timmy Guler to Peyton Blakeway. And they would not convert on the 2-point conversion. That's where we sit, 6-0 right now. But now Guler throws the interception.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
And Park Rapids will keep the ball, but they will back up 15 yards from where the interception occurred. And now it's 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line here. It's actually Pelican
Carter
Rapids.
Johnson on the carry for the Vikings picks up another 1st down.
So the
Finally
penalty
taken down by
wipes
number
out
1,
the
Blake
interception
Morris.
in the stat
The result
book.
is a Viking 1st down.
I'll hand it off. Picking up 2
Hand off again to
is
Carter
Carter
Johnson.
on the carry.
Going through the middle of the line. Tackled by DeAndre Johnson and Corey Johnson. Gain of 1 brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Vikings.
I'll hand it off to Johnson again. He'll pick up maybe a yard for sure, maybe 2.
Carter Johnson again on the carry.
Bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play. Tackled
So
by
we
number
approach
53.
5 minutes to
Levy.
go here in the first
Brings
quarter.
up
of
third
play.
down and 9 for the Vikings.
Guler passes over the middle, and it is not caught. It's incomplete. He was tumbling,
Guler's
spinning
pass
around
falls
for it,
incomplete.
could not keep it in his
Brings
hands.
up fourth down and 9 for the Vikings.
So I'll stop the clock and bring up fourth down.
Ball resting on the 11-yard line.
Once again, the Vikings need to get to, it looks like right around the 3 or 4 yard line for a first down. Guler evades a tackle, throws, and dumps it incomplete. That'll be a turnover on down. So
Guler's pass falls incomplete. And the Panthers take over on downs. Mason Yelening making the stop that time for the Panthers. Panthers will have it first and 10 at the 11-yard line.
all right, so Park Rapids will get the ball now. Morris will hand it off to Johanning, and he'll pick up maybe a yard, and that's it.
Matt Johanning on the carry for the Panthers that time. Tackled by number 10, Timmy Guler.
Called second and 9.5.
Gain of 1 brings up second down and 9 for the Panthers.
And now they have backed it up a little bit, so it's actually second and 10. He'll work out of the shotgun this time, and he'll pass, and that pass is complete. Up around the 15, up to the 16-yard line.
Complete to number 32, Ryan Carroll.
Pass is complete to Carroll.
Tackled by number 7, Jack Paulson.
Ryan Carroll on the reception there for the first completed
Gain
pass.
of 5 on the play.
Brings up third down.
Third down and 5 for the Panthers.
Morris rolls out, and now he escapes a couple tackles, but he gets brought down, and that'll be a loss, a big loss. It'll be fourth down and
Morris
long.
sacked in the backfield by number 83, Hunter Williams, and number 55, Ian Fay. Big loss on the play brings up fourth down for the Panthers.
Pelican Rapids with 2 men back on the Park Rapids 45 to receive this kick. Kick is away. And that one will take a Viking bounce.
Our tongue punt
To
is
the
down at the 35-yard line, where the Vikings will take over first and 10.
First and 10. .233 to go here in the first quarter of play. So the Vikings, after turning it over on downs, gets a short field here on the next possession. Guler sends it, I believe, is that Blakeway? I can't see the jersey number. It is Blakeway. And he will spin around, and he'll stay in bounds.
Guler
He's somewhere around the 28-yard line.
Blakeway, tackled by number 7, Matt Johanning. Gain of 5 on the play.
I'll set up.
7 on the play brings up second down and 3 for the Vikings.
now a flag and a whistle. Foul start on
Called against the
Pelican
Vikings.
Rapids. So I'll back them up. 2nd and 3 will turn into 2nd and 8.
5-yard penalty is marked off. Vikings have it 2nd and 7.
Guler dropped it, picked it back up. Now he's over the 30 to about the 29, so they got back all but
Jimmy
one of the
Guler
yards
on
they
a
lost on the
quarterback
penalty.
keeper. Tackled by number 24, Cale Ravnus.
3rd down
And number
and
58, Mason Nicias.
5. Make it maybe 3rd and 6.
Gain of 6
3rd
on the
and
play
5.
brings up 3rd down and 4
Okay,
for the
3rd and
Vikings.
4. There we go. We got it right. The Vikings looking to strike again here on their 3rd possession of the game. 55-yard touchdown pass from Guler to Blakeway accounts for the only points on the board so far. Now we have another flag. And it's going to be, I think, too many men on the field. Foul start.
Called against the Vikings.
So now that'll
They'll
back
move
them
back
up.
5 yards.
3rd down and 9 will be.
Bring it up 3rd down and 7.
Well, they're saying 3rd and 7. It should
9.
be 3rd and 9. There we
Make
go.
that 9.
Okay. We're wide open. And that is Blakeway with another touchdown.
Guler pass complete to Peyton Blakeway for a Viking touchdown.
A 34-yard pass, so now a 55-yard reception and a 34-yard reception for Blakeway. And now they'll go for 2 and try and make up for the one they didn't get last time. Guler passes, tipped, and intercepted. And that will result in a no good.
And the 2-point conversion is no good. So with 1:08 to go in the first quarter, the Vikings go up 12-0 over the Panthers.
Just over a minute to go. Your kickoff coming up here in a moment on Magnitude Sports. Welcome back. Getting ready for the kickoff here. We've opened the window so that we can turn on a light so I can see my roster. That was the hardest part of this podcast so far. That was a nice kick. Now it's taken at the 10-yard line. And he'll be dropped. 1:03 to go.
Bonham on the return for the Panthers.
1st and 10.
Tackled by number 13,
Mark
Ethan
Rapids
Shoko.
gets the football.
Panthers have it 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So 2 touchdown passes between Guler and Blakeway. The first one for 55 yards, second one for 34 yards. Both 2-point conversion attempts failed, and that's where we sit at 12-0. Morris faked the toss, took it himself. He'll pick up 3, maybe 4.
Noah Morris on a quarterback keeper.
2nd down, we'll call it
Tackled by number
2nd and
33,
7.
Willem Pesh. Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers.
Morris will get the play, and now he will come a little bit closer to get confirmation on that play. So they're going with a 4-receiver set, trips to the near side. Morris rolls out to the right, and he'll keep it, and the ball came loose. I think the Panthers fell on
Morris on a quarterback keeper around the right side.
And that will do it for the first half.
Pickup of a couple.
Or for the first quarter.
And that's the end of the first quarter. With your score, the Vikings 12 and the Panthers 0.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Second quarter in 60.
Do something with your hair? Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wobbaby?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back. Don't forget to follow us on social media.
Panthers will start the second quarter.
See all the links there in the bottom left corner of the screen. Park Rapids area Panthers have the ball. 3rd down and 3
to go.
to start the second quarter. Morris runs with it, and he is going to get the first down. It'll be 1st and 10.
Noah Morris on a quarterback keeper. He picks up a Panther first down.
Other games on Magnitude tonight in the second quarter with about 7 minutes to go. It's the Purim Yellow Jackets and the Osaka Silversters tied at 0 in that game. Once again, about 6 minutes to go in the second quarter of that one. We'll keep you up to date on that one. That's live on Magnitude Sports. We'll also take a look at some of the other games being played tonight as well and get you score updates at halftime of what's available. Morris and a flag.
Ball start called against the Panthers. 5-yard penalty. Result is 1st and 15 for the Panthers.
All right, so 1st and 15 after the foul start penalty. Clock restarts. Morris drops back. He's looking to pass. He's still looking. Now he's pressured. Now he avoids that pressure. And I think he threw the ball away.
Noah Morris's pass complete to number 17, Luke Hartum.
It was right in front of the Park Rapids
Trayvon Benson
players there on the
tackle for the
sideline.
Vikings.
I had no idea if
Gain
that
of
was
6.
completed or caught, and it was caught for a gain of
Brings up
6.
2nd down and 8 for the Panthers.
Joe Hanning on the carry. Up over the 50-yard line into the Vikings territory at about the 48. And that is going to be about a yard or so shy of the first down.
Number 55, Ian Fay.
So 3rd and 1, we'll call it.
3rd down and 2
Okay,
for
we'll
the
call it
Panthers.
3rd and 2, actually.
Ball resting on the 48-yard line.
10:37 and counting to go here in the second quarter. 12-0 lead for the Vikings. Morris takes the snap. He'll hand it off. No, he'll take it himself. And he will break a couple tackles, and he gets maybe a yard on that play, and that's about it.
Noah Morris on the quarterback keeper. Tackled by number 4, Jack Kappinga. No gain on the play. Brings
No
up
gain.
4th down and 2.
4th down and 2. So got back to the original line of scrimmage, and that was it. Morris with Johanning to his left and 3 receivers. And Morris will keep it himself. He has the first down. Now a flag comes in late.
Noah Morris driving his way forward. There is a flag on the play. Tackled by number 4, Jack Kappinga, and 83, Hunter Williams.
43 when we started this game, and now it's a
face mask
40
called against the
degrees
Vikings.
here in the second quarter. So like I said, we could dip into the
Result of
high
the Panther
30s
first down.
tonight easily. So in addition to the first down run by Morris, they'll tack on a few more yards with the face mask penalty.
Panthers have it 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Morris looks to pass. He gets pressured again. He gets dropped. It'll be 2nd down and plenty.
Noah Morris sacked in the backfield by
Loss
number 83,
of approximately
Hunter Williams.
7, depending on where they spot it. It'll be 2nd down and long.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 17.
So he lost 17 on the play. Inside 9 minutes to go. First down marker at the 30-yard line of Pelican Rapids. So going the wrong direction here are the Panthers, and now a whistle and a timeout taken
called
by
on the field.
Park Rapids. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
All right, welcome back. Second quarter of play, 8:39 to go in that second quarter. Pelican Rapids Vikings with a 12-0 lead here over the Park Rapids area Panthers. Taking a look at some other scores, it is now 7-0. Osaka Silver Streaks have scored first, and there's about 3 minutes left in the first half of that one. Barnesville with a 14-0 lead over Detroit Lakes with about 7 minutes left in the first quarter. And he'll pass, and that will fall incomplete.
Matt Johanning pass falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. And a long way to go for the Panthers.
Dilworth Glendon Felton with a 6-0 lead over Hawley with about 3 minutes left in the first. Breckenridge, 10 minutes left in the third. They lead by 1, 17-16 on the road, taking on West Central area. East Grand Forks leading 21-6 in the fourth quarter over Crookston. Here's Morris. And Morris will evade a couple tacklers in the backfield, and
No Morris
he will probably lose yardage on that play.
By number 73, Willem Peck.
5 minutes before halftime, Thief River
And
Falls with
number
a
53.
28-7 lead over the Frazee Hornets.
55, Ian Fay.
So 4th down and plenty for
Loss of the play
the Park
brings up
Rapids
4th
area
down
Panthers.
And a long way to go.
And it looks like, are they going to go for it? No, they are indeed going to punt. And that one will bounce at about the 31-yard line. It'll be touched up there at about the 30.
At the 30-yard
by
line.
the Panthers, Parker
Number
Hunter.
50, Parker Hunter. Vikings will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
$7:46 to go here in the second quarter.
Jimmy Gooler on the quarterback keeper. Tackled by number 52, 25, Corey Johnson.
Gooler takes the snap, he hands it off. No, he does not. He'll pitch it in the backfield, actually. That was Blakeway on the pitch.
Trying to get around the outside.
He's
Stopped
gonna
by
lose
Critchett
yards on that
and
one.
Wrigley Clark.
2nd and 4 will
No gain
turn
on
into
play, bring up
third down
and
and
five
5,
for the
so it's a
Vikings.
loss of 1. 3rd and 5. Four receivers for Gooler. 3 to the near side, and he'll go to the near side, and it is caught by Johnson, and he's brought down inside the 40 at about the 39-yard line. Johnson able to hang on to that one as the Panthers are trying to strip it away for the interception.
Gooler's pass complete to Carter Johnson.
So that is good
Picks
for
up
a first down.
Corey Johnson on the cover at that time for the Panthers.
As we approach 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Gooler throws, and that one is intercepted. That's the second interception. Well, the first one is negated by a face mask penalty.
On the interception
So
that
that's
time for the
Gooler's
Panthers.
first interception of the night officially, and that ends the scoring threat here for the Vikings, as they were moving down the field looking to add to their 12-0 lead.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 on the 14-yard line.
Morris pitches it. And he'll be up to 20. It's a pickup of about 6. 2nd down and
Getting around the
4.
outside. Tackled by number 7, Jack Paulson. Gain of 6 on the play brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Panthers.
So the ball spotted right on the 20 now here from Morris and the Panthers. And Morris will, that's going to be short of the first down.
Morris hit right at the line of scrimmage.
As he does not pick
by
up
a
anything
of Vikings.
on that play. And he'll bring up 3rd
Led by
down
number
and 4.
57, Caden Holt. And number 13, Ethan Shostrom.
So the Viking defense holds strong
No
on
gain
that
on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Oh, now they are
My
awarding
mistake,
him a
ladies and
first
gentlemen,
down.
that's a first down.
That's interesting. 1st and 10 now. Morris will keep it again. And he'll sneak it up close to the 26-yard
Morris on
line.
a keeper off tackle.
Yeah, the 26-yard line.
Tackled by number 57, Caden Holt.
So he picks up 6 on the play, and he'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
Gain of 3 on the play brings
Gain
up
of
2nd
3.
down and 7 for the Panthers.
The ball was on the 20, and now it's on the 26. Okay. 2nd down, and we'll call it 2nd and 7, I guess. And a penalty.
Flagged on the play. Offsides called against the Vikings. Five-yard penalty marked off. Bring it up 2nd down and 1 for the Panthers.
And he'll get that 1st down, maybe. Yes, I think he got it. Although we've, yep, and the referee gives a signal to move the chains.
Timeout. Call it on the
1st and 10. No timeout. It was just a stoppage to move the chains.
1st down for the Panthers.
Morris does not get anywhere.
No,
he probably
Morris
lost a
piled up in
yard
the
on that
backfield.
one. Bring up 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd and 11.
By number 57, Caden Holt, or 67, Justin Jacobson, and 87, Hunter Williams. Loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd down and 11 for the Panthers.
They're nearing halftime.
Ball
at
sitting
Durham.
just inside the 35-yard line.
Osake is still with a 7-0 lead, and they have the ball inside the 30-yard line with inside 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Keep you updated on that one. Morris will work out of the shotgun this time, and he'll drop back and he'll look to pass, and he'll fire it near side, and it's juggled and falls incomplete.
Morris's pass intended for Luke Hartung falls incomplete. Trayvon Benson on the coverage that time for the Vikings. Brings up 3rd down and 11 for the Panthers.
.213 to go here in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 11 after the incomplete pass. Ball's at the 35-yard line. Panthers will break the huddle, come out to the line of scrimmage, send 3 receivers to the far, 1 to the near side, and Morris alone out of the shotguns. He rolls to his right and he fires the pass. The pass bobbled and caught, and he will maybe pick up a yard at the maximum. Probably none.
Morris's pass complete to Carroll.
It's a completed pass for a gain of 0 yards, so they'll bring up
back to the line of
4th
scrimmage.
down and 11.
Timeout on the field.
And now a timeout is called with 2:03 to go here in the 2nd quarter of play. We'll take a timeout with him. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude
Ladies and
Sports
gentlemen,
Network.
just a reminder, the concession stand is open tonight.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
All right, welcome back. That is punted away. It'll take a bounce near the 35, and they'll be down somewhere around that 36-yard line, I believe.
And the punt goes down to the 35-yard line, where the Vikings will start 1st and 10.
They're at halftime now in Perham, and it is 7-0 in favor of the Osaka Silver Streaks at halftime. Coming up at halftime here in about just shy of 2 minutes. We'll get you scores from all the games that we're keeping track of tonight. And that will fall incomplete.
Cooler's pass falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings.
Five receivers, 2 far, 3 near. Guler drops back, and now he goes forward, and he's going to be dropped. He will lose
Jimmy Guler sacked in the backfield.
About 6 yards on that play, depending on
And
where
number
they
32,
spot it
Ryan
at.
Carroll. Timeout called by the Panthers.
So it'll bring up 3rd down. Third and about 16, 3rd and 17. Looks like they're spotting the ball right at the 30, and if that's the case, it'll be 3rd and 15. Once again, timeout on the field. Broadcast coverage brought to you by our friends at Park Rapids High School, KLN Family Brands, and Stein Seed. Whether you're cheering on the Vikings or cheering on the Panthers, we thank you for tuning in tonight. 55-yard touchdown pass from Timmy Guler to Peyton Blakeway to open the scoring. 2-point conversion would fail. A couple possessions later, Guler would find Blakeway again on a 34-yard touchdown connection. 2-point conversion would fail again. That's where we sit, 12-0. Now Guler will hand it off. That is Carter Johnson, I believe.
And off to Carter Johnson. Gets up to the 39-yard line.
So he'll be well shy of the 1st down here, as he'll be
Timeout called on the field.
4th down
by
and
Cale Ravnus and Corey Johnson. Brings up 4th down for the Vikings.
looks like it'll be about 4th down and 7. We have another timeout on the field now. Approaching halftime in Detroit Lakes, the undefeated Barnesville Trojans lead 14-0. DGF has scored again. They now lead 12-0, approaching halftime over the Hawley Nuggets. West Central area has taken the lead over Breckenridge. Breckenridge was leading 17-16. Now West Central area has a 24-17 lead. That one's punted away, and that one will be caught. Fair caught
on a fair
at
catch.
the 36-yard line.
Panthers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About 6 minutes left in the game. Crookston has the ball down 7, 21-14 to East Grand Forks. Last report from Thief River and Frazee, the Prowlers are up 28-7 over the Hornets. Those are some of the area games. We'll take a look at the broader scoreboard coming up at halftime here. And before the play can start, we had another whistle. Looks like maybe something was on the field. And the offensive line just evaporated there as the Vikings came through and put a stop to that play immediately.
Sacked in the backfield by number 67, Justin Jacobson. Timeout called by the Vikings.
And we have another timeout taken on the field here. That stops the clock with 1:10 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Magnitude.
Sweet chaos. Delightfully disruptive.
All right, 1:13 to go here in the second quarter. I think the teams are out of timeouts. And nothing to go on that play there.
No more pass complete to Luke Hartung.
It'll be third down.
Gain of 1.
Third down and 14.
Tackled by number 3, Trayvon Benson.
So that will, I think Pelican Rapids is out of timeouts, or check that. The Park Rapids is out of timeouts. Pelican Rapids has 1 timeout. And they just took their final timeout. So the final minute of this first half. And they're going to add some time to the clock here. All right, so they officially set the clock to 1:10. And the Panthers will go for it here on 3rd and long, out of the shotgun. And incomplete. Now stop the clock with 1:07 to go, and it's 4th down.
Morris's pass falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down for the Panthers.
So Park Rapids will come out and punt it away. Got Trayvon Benson back at the 40 and a flag prior to the kick.
Flag down the play.
And it's on Park
Penalty
Rapids.
against the Panthers.
So they'll punt this ball again, and Trayvon Benson will move up to
5-yard penalty marked off against the
Panther
Panthers.
40-yard line to receive the kick. As
They'll go back to kick again.
Panthers will kick it away from their own 5-yard line. Kick is away. And a fair catch is called back at the 44.
Hartung's punt is fair caught by number 3, Trayvon Benson. And the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the Panther 45-yard line.
59 seconds to go here. And we'll see if the Vikings can strike again before halftime. Once again, Both teams have used all their timeouts, so you're probably going to see 3 or 4 more plays here before halftime. Guler alone out of the shotgun. Will fire, and it's caught. And on the reception there was Benson. Second down and 8.
Gain of 9 on the play brings up second down and 1 for the
Second
Vikings.
and 1, excuse me. Guler rolls, fires, and it's intercepted again. This time by Blake Morris. Blake Morris still on his feet, and
Guler passed.
that is the second interception thrown by Guler tonight.
Blake Morris. Knocked out of bounds by number 67, Justin Jacobson for the Vikings. And the Panthers have the ball, 1st and 10.
So now Park Rapids will have an opportunity to move down the field here with 41 seconds to go. The Panther defense has stepped up on a couple of big occasions tonight to keep the score at 12-0. If they could put together some offense, they could make this game interesting here. We'll see what they can do. Morris will work out of the shotgun with 4 receivers. And that one is caught by Matthew Johanning, but he was also hit the moment he caught the ball.
Right away.
He's actually going to lose about 2 yards on that. It'll be second down and 12.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up second down and 8 for the Panthers. Second down and 12 for the Panthers.
And we'll see if they break out of the huddle. Clock's a little off. It's only 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. They're going to walk off, and that'll be halftime. 12-0 in favor of the Pelican Rapids Vikings here at halftime over the Park Rapids area Panthers.
The Pelican Rapids Vikings
We'll take
12,
a timeout, and we'll come back with your halftime show right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
All right, welcome back. We're at halftime here. Checking in on Crookston and East Grand Forks. East Grand Forks with a 21-20 lead. Crookston has the ball in the red zone with 26 seconds to go in the game. A running play, and the Crookston Pirates have just scored a touchdown. They now take a 26-21 lead over the East Grand Forks Green Wave with 26.8 remaining. In the my apologies. That was a 2-point conversion. I'm watching the video. So now with 26.8 seconds to go, the Crookston Pirates have taken a 22-21 lead over the East Grand Forks Green Wave with 26.8 seconds to go. So Crookston comes from behind and takes the lead in that one.
Up with it, girl. Rock with it, girl.
With under a minute to go. And as we take a look at some of the other scores from around the area here. Barnesville still up 14-0 over Detroit Lakes. That game is at halftime. Osakis and Perham is at halftime. The Silver Streaks have a 7-0 lead. DGF and Hawley is at halftime. The Rebels are leading 12-0. They're about 2 minutes away from kicking off the second half in that one. Here it's 12-0 in favor of Pelican Rapids. West Central area and Breckenridge. And about 9 minutes to go in the third was the last report we got. 24-17 in favor of the Knights over the Cowboys. As I mentioned a little bit ago, Crookston just scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to take a 22-21 lead over East Grand Forks with less than 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Thief River Falls, last report, there's 5 minutes to go before halftime. The Prowlers leading 28-7 over the Frazee Hornets. Taking a look at some other 3A scores from around the area here. Waseca had a huge night, 81-36 winners over New Ulm. Normally I wouldn't report that, but 81-36 I think is noteworthy. Let's see here. Fergus Falls, 26-8 winners over Roseau tonight. Let's check out some other scores here. Pequot Lakes has a 13-6 lead over Pillager with 2 minutes left in the first. That was the last report that we got from that game. And that looks like everything from 3A. We'll take a look at the 2A scoreboard here and see if there's anything else worthy of sharing. Ada Borup with a 2014 lead over War Road with about 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter of that game. Belgrade Bruton Orosa, 28-0 leading over Atwater Cosmos Grove City with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Chatfield, 6-0 lead over Caledonia at halftime. Already reported the Pequot Lakes Pillager score, and that looks like everything from nearby games. So let's take a quick peek in at that Crookston East Grand Forks game once again here, see if that one's gone final yet or not. And they are in a commercial break right now, so I can't tell you anything at the moment. Oh, they just came back. So 13.5, East Grand Forks has the ball. Just shy of midfield, a pass to the outside, and the Green Wave complete that pass. And they'll take it out of bounds, and the ball looks to be spotted. It's going to be a first down for East Grand Forks. And they will spot the ball at the 45-yard line. No, they'll spot it at the 44. And with 9.5 seconds to go, East Grand Forks has a first and goal from the 44-yard line. They'll have one play for sure, maybe two. I'll keep you updated here in the final seconds of this one as it goes final, or maybe goes final. Green Wave take the snap, throw to the outside. The ball is caught. And did he stay in bounds? A timeout is called at 3.2 seconds to go. Pickup of about 10 on the play, and a timeout taken by East Grand Forks, and it's going to be either 1st and 10 or 2nd and 1, depending on where they spot the ball. And it looks like it will be 1st and 10. They got a first down on that pass, so now East Grand Forks is inside the 30, at the 34-yard line with 3.2 seconds to go. And they trail 21-22 to the Crookston Pirates.
And we'll have the winners come up to the south end of the press box here to pick up your prizes. In 5th place and winning an umbrella from Citizens National Bank.
Once again, broadcast coverage of tonight's game. As you can see, the Vikings with a 12-0 lead over the Panthers here with about 8 minutes before we start the second half. A 55-yard touchdown pass from Gooler to Blakeway, and a 34-yard touchdown pass from Gooler to Blakeway. With two two-point conversions failing, brings us to our 12-0 score now in favor of the Pelican Rapids Vikings. They are out of the timeout. They've added some time to the clock in Crookston. There's now 4.1 seconds to go. East Grand Forks down 22-21 at the 34-yard line. This will be the final play of the game, barring a defensive penalty. Rolls, he fires high up into the end zone, and it is caught by East Grand Forks. East Grand Forks has just scored a 34-yard touchdown pass as time expires, and they take a 27-22 lead over the Crookston Pirates, and that will likely be the final. I don't think they're going to allow the point after attempt. But what a phenomenal ending to that game there. A 34-yard game-winning touchdown pass as time expires. And the East Grand Forks Green Wave pick up a 27-22 victory over the Crookston Pirates. Impressive. So let's see here. Let's take a look at that moves Crookston to, or that moves East Grand Forks to 3-3 on the season. Drops Crookston to 2-4 on the season. And on a 34-yard touchdown pass as time was expiring. And that game is now over. Your final score, 27-22, in that one, a crushing loss for the Crookston Pirates. So it's the first game to go final tonight that I'm aware of anyway. Last report, it was 14-0 Barnesville at halftime. We'll see if there's any update to that game there. And no, they still have about 5 minutes before the second half starts between Barnesville and Detroit Lakes. So Barnesville leading 14-0 at the halftime there. Let's look up on my computer here. They have started the second half. About 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Osakis up 7-0 on Perham. And it is the Osaka Silver Streaks with the football. No, check that. Perham Yellow Jackets with the football deep in their own end of the territory. DGF 12-0 over Hawley. Let's see if they've started the second half on that one yet. And no, that one's still at halftime. (31-24). Breckenridge retakes the lead over West Central Area. That's been a back-and-forth battle. There's about 11 minutes left in that football game. Right now, Breckenridge Cowboys 31, West Central Area Ashby Knights 24. That's a battle of two teams that are, no, Breckenridge is 3-2, West Central Area 4-1. So if Breckenridge can hang on to that, then both teams would be 4-2 on the season if Breckenridge can hang on and win that game. Once again, as we reported a little bit ago, East Grand Forks up won 27-22 on a 34-yard touchdown pass at the end of the game to seal that one over the Crookston Pirates and the Thief River Falls Prowlers. At last report, they were approaching halftime. It was 28-7. That game has not been updated in a while. Osakis has the football, and they lead 7-0 over Perham with about 6 minutes left in the third quarter, and they have first and goal from inside the 5 right now. As we approach the final moments of halftime here between the Panthers and Vikings, and Osakis has just scored, so it is now 13-0 with the point after attempt pending here. Extra point is up, and it is good. So make that a 14-0 lead for Osakis over Perham now with about 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter of that one. So once again, the Perham Yellow Jackets are 3-2 on the season. Osakis 4-1. Osakis' only loss to the Barnesville Trojans a couple weeks ago. So once again, East Grand Forks Crookston is final. All the other games are either in the second half or have not been given me. I have not gotten any updates on them. So ones we're keeping an eye on: 5-0 Barnesville at 4-1 Detroit Lakes, 4-1 Osakis at 3-2 Perham, 5-0 DGF at 2-3 Hawley, 1-4 Thief River Falls at 3-2 Frazee. And 3-2 Breckenridge at 4-1 West Central Area are the games that we're keeping a close eye on here for you tonight. About 2.5 minutes as the players get onto the field and warm up. They have just gone to commercial break in Perham, so we'll take and that is take one more look at that Barnesville game, and they have started the third quarter now. Looks like Barnesville has the football. Still 14-0 with about 4:52 remaining. The Lakers just miscued on a hidden ball trick by Barnesville, and now Barnesville has the ball close to midfield, moving down the field, leading 14-0 with about 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter of that game, so we'll keep you updated on that one as well. Hawley has scored with about 9 minutes left in the third. The undefeated DGF Rebels are clinging to a 12-6 lead now. And that's the only update from the games that I just shared with you there. So as you can see, we're down to the final 30 seconds of this one here, of this halftime it is. And Perham just had the ball and lost it on a turnover, and Osakis has recovered. So they lead 14-0 now, and they get the ball back on the Yellow Jackets 40, make that the 36-yard line. All right.
And kicking off for the Vikings, number 67, Justin Jacobson. Back deep for the Panthers, Monum and Johanning.
And Park Rapids will get the second half started.
On the return that time for the Panthers. Tackled by number 30, Anthony Checo D'Souza.
Right around the 40-yard line. Matter of fact, looks like he'll be right on the 40.
Start first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And now a flag comes in at the end of the play.
Pitch to Matt Johanning. Knocked out of bounds by number 4, Jack Kappinga. Flag on the play.
And I think this one's on the Panthers, and it is. It's holding, so that will make it first down and 20. No, it'll be second down. Yeah, first down and 20. First down and 20.
Holding call moves him all the way back to the 25-yard line. Brings up first down and 25 for the Panthers.
So a spot foul actually makes it first and 25. Morris will keep it himself. He'll go to the outside. And he'll get dropped there
Noah Morris on a
by Jack
keeper.
Paulson and one other Viking.
On the right side. Tackled by number 22, Carter Johnson.
Second down and a lock.
Caden Holt.
And a timeout, as it looks like we have an injured player. The slow to get up Panther. And it will be Morris coming off. Osakis has just scored again, and they now lead 21-0 over the Perham Yellow Jackets. DGF has just scored again. They've increased their lead to 18-6 with about 4 minutes left in the third quarter of that game. And he'll throw it, and the intended receiver there was Blake Morris.
Just a little bit to the outside. Ball's incomplete.
Third down and long. Carter Hurt was the one-play quarterback there for the Panthers, and now Morris will come back in. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Drop back, and he's pressured, and he escapes it, and he'll come to the near side. Tries a stiff arm at the 15, and he's brought down.
No Morris taken down in the backfield by Jack Kappinga.
I'll bring up
Ball
fourth
placed
down
at the
and
16-yard line.
I don't even know. Let's see here.
Brings up fourth down
10 and 20 and 30 and it brings up about 4th down and 33. And a bobbled snap on the punt. He'll punt it away. And he'll take a nice Panther bounce. Holy moly, that is
Nelly.
a nice bounce all the way to the 30.
Moves the Vikings back to about the
I don't know if they got
30-yard
anything
line.
positive out of that
First and
drive
10.
for Park Rapids. It was that punt right there. As that took an enormous Park Rapids Panthers bounce. For a moment there, I thought I was going to go the whole distance of the field. And had it, it would have been the first 90-yard punt in high school history,
Vikings have the
probably.
ball first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Instead, it will result in approximately a 59-yard punt with the bounce. And now a whistle. And a flag comes in on the far side of the field.
Flag on the play. Encroachment called against the Panthers. Five-yard penalty gives the Vikings a 1st and 5.
They'll hand it off, and he'll have that 1st down and more. Carter Johnson on the carry.
Johnson
Picks up about 7 on the play.
About 6 yards. And
That'll be
a
1st and
down
10.
for the Vikings. Tackled by number 55, Lucas Kritchuk.
Guler, high snap, and he spins, and then he dumps it off, and then down the sideline he goes. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jack Kappinga.
Jack Kappinga with
He
the
gets a Viking touchdown.
It was a 66-yard touchdown run, if I'm doing the math across the 50 right. And that makes it 18-0 now. Guler will work out of the shotgun here on the 2-point conversion attempt. And that one pops up. He gets it to Carter Johnson. And Johnson, I think he might have been stopped short.
Two-point conversion is no good.
And he was. He was stopped right about the 2-yard line. So it's no good, and that'll bring us to kickoff. 0 for 3 on point after attempts, but some big plays. A 55-yard touchdown pass, a 34-yard touchdown pass, and now a 66-yard touchdown run by Jack Kapanga. Makes it 18-0 in favor of the Pelican Rapids Vikings. With a little over 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We'll keep it here.
Kicking off for the Vikings, number 67, Justin Jacobson. And back deep for the Panthers, number 16, Aiden Monum, and number 7, Matt Johanning.
All right, and the kick is away. It's a little wobbler kick out to the far sideline. Takes it on a hop, and he'll return it. And he's got a little bit of space, and he's pushed out of bounds.
Aiden Monum on the return for the Panthers.
Right around the 35.
To about the 37-yard line.
And they'll spot the ball at approximately the 37. We'll see where they spot it at. One side of Jim watching from Denver, North Carolina. My guess is that it's a little bit warmer there. Picks up 5 for sure, maybe 6 on that play.
Tackled by number 83, Hunter Williams. Gain of 7 on the play brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Panthers.
About 9 minutes to go in the third. Osake is still at a 21-0 lead over the Perham Yellow Jackets. We've got about 9 minutes to go here in the third on this one, too. Morris takes a snap, and he'll pitch it off to the side to Johanning. And Johanning's out of bounds shy of the 50-yard line.
Matt Johanning on the option to the outside. Picks up a Panther first down.
First and 10.
7, Jack Paulson.
We'll let our clock continue to run here.
Panthers have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Officially 8:43 to go in the third. And Morris will have a nice gain there. He'll get pushed back. I'm thinking he got about 5 on that play.
Morris going off tackle. Tackled by number 10, Timmy Guler.
So 2nd down and... Oh, wait. Yeah, 2nd down and about 5.
Gain of 6 on the play brings up 2nd down and 4 for the
Okay, well, they're going to give him 6. So, but I look at the 2nd down marker, and it splits the 2 even. So we're going to keep it at 2nd and 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I just counted the hash marks. It is 2nd and 5. And not much there. So we sneak inside, 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Get back to the line of scrimmage.
So looks like
Slant of Vikings led by
it'll be third down and 5 now.
And number 83, Hunter
Third down
Williams.
and 5.
Third down and 4 for the Panthers.
So they're going to give them a yard on that play. Morris will keep it. Has a little bit of a seam, and he falls forward, and it's going to be close to a first down.
Noel Morris on the keeper. Tackled by number 7, Jack Paulson and Timmy Gooler. He picks up a Panther first down.
As we crack the eggs on 7 minutes to go now here in the third.
Ball resting on the 43-yard line of the Vikings.
So the Panthers in enemy territory here with just inside 7 to go. West Central area has scored, and they now take the lead 45-30 over Breckenridge. There's about 2 minutes left in that ball game. That's been a back, and both teams have had leads in that one, and Morris gets taken out.
Good morning, sunshine.
On the sack there is Ian Fay.
Backfield by number 55, Ian Fay.
That'll bring up second down and 17.
6 on the play brings up second down and 16 for the Panthers.
Clock continues to tick here. 6:05, 04:03. Morris out of the shotgun. He passes, and it's caught. It's going to be enough for a first down on the reception there for the Panthers is Luke Hartung.
Picks up a Panther first down. Finally tackled by number 7, Jack Paulson. Panthers have it first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hawley has scored again, and they now are within a possession of DGF. 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Rebels have an 18-12 lead over the Nuggets. And he's not going to get much on that. It'll be second down and 10.
No gain on the play. Ran into a wall of Vikings, led by number 57, Caden Holt. Second down and 10 for the Panthers.
Approaching 4.5 to go here in the third. Morris drops back, he passes, fires it towards the end zone, and that will draw a flag, and it will. So it's more than likely going to be pass interference.
Flags on the play.
And that will be a huge pickup for the Panthers as they'll stop the clock with 4:11 to go here in the third. Pass interference on the defense. So it'll be an automatic first down, and we'll see where they spot the ball. And a big opportunity here for Park Rapids to get on the board with 4:11 to go in the third quarter.
15-yard penalty gives the Panthers a first down.
So it'll be just a 15-yard penalty and not a spot
Panthers have
foul.
it 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line of the Vikings.
So 1st and 10 from the 15 here for the Panthers. Can they get on the scoreboard? Morris will hand it off. Joe Hanning finds a little bit of a seam and picks up a couple yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Matt Johanning going through the 6 hole.
So we cracked the eggs on 4 minutes to go now
Tackled
here
by Jack Paulson of the Vikings.
in the 3rd.
Flag on the play.
And a flag on the play, and they'll stop the clock with 3:49.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Vikings.
So an unsportsmanlike conduct call will give the Panthers some more free yards. That's the 2nd penalty that's been called on the Pelican Rapids sideline tonight. Second down and 3. They can get a first down without a touchdown. I believe that's Harting with the ball, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. The Panthers are on the board. And we'll see if they go for 1 or 2 here. And they will go for the extra point attempt. And the kick is up, and it is no good.
The kick is no good.
So neither team tonight has been able to
The Vikings are up 18-6.
convert on a point after attempt. And that'll bring us to the next kickoff here. 18-6 on the Callahan Family Brand scoreboard. Let's take a look at the other scores here, see if there's any updates. About 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Barnesville still has a 14-0 lead over Detroit Lakes. Osakis has scored again, 11 minutes in the 4th. They're up 28-0 on the Yellow Jackets. Hawley has the football with 11 minutes to go in the 4th, trailing by 6 to the undefeated DGF Rebels, 18-12 in that game. Here it's 18-6, and it has gone final now. West Central Area Ashby has defeated Breckenridge by the score of 45-36. A total of 81 points scored in that game between the Knights and Cowboys. East Grand Forks with a 34-yard touchdown pass to its time has expired, trailing 22-21, defeats the Crookston Pirates 27-22. And once again, no update from Thief River Falls and Frazee. At last check, it was 28-7 in favor of the Prowlers over the Hornets. So the Panthers get on the board. They're within 2 scores, down 12, 18-6. Here with 3:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. And that one will be taken at about the 21-yard line. On the carry there was Channing Russman, I believe.
Tackled by number 3, Anthony Ty for the Panthers.
First and 10, 3:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
and close to the 45. Looks like they'll spot it, actually closer to midfield, looking at about the 49-yard line.
45, Corey Johnson. Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play as well.
Holding called against the Vikings.
So the penalty is against Pelican Rapids.
Marked off against the Vikings. Gives them 1st and 20.
First down markers at about the 47-yard line. Guler keeps it himself on that play.
Quarterback keeper.
3:12 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd down and 12 for the Vikings.
2nd and 12 now here as we crack the eggs on 3 minutes to go. And he'll pitch it on the fake handoff. That's, I believe, you can't see who that is. I believe it was Blakeway on the carry. He'll stay in bounds. The clock will continue to roll.
Jack Kappinga on the
Pickup of approximately 7 on the play. He'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Gain of 6.
2.5 to go here in the 3rd.
3rd down and 5 for the Vikings.
Panther fans cheering on the defense for Park Rapids. Guler will take the snap and he'll keep it. He'll keep it himself down the near sideline and still on his feet. He stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds back at about the
quarterback keeper. Picks up a Viking 1st down.
49-yard line, 48 right in that area. So just over midfield, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line of the Panthers. And now Guler gets dropped in the backfield by a couple of black jerseys, one of them being Ryan Carroll.
Tackled by Malachi Martin and Ryan Carroll. Loss of 1 on the play.
So 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd down and 11 for the Vikings. Ball's resting right on the 50-yard line.
Barnesville has scored again. 7 minutes left in the 4th. They're up 21-0. And here is a nice run by the Vikings, and he lost the ball. And it's picked up by Joe Hanning. And Joe Hanning, right around the 30-yard line, gets dropped on the far sideline. And the Park Rapids Panthers get the ball back.
And the Panthers recover.
Matthew Johanning on the fumble recovery.
And the Panthers will start 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
And that one's incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Morrissey pass. Intended for number 32, Ryan Carroll, falls incomplete.
Detroit Lakes has now scored. And the Barnesville Trojans have a 21-6 lead with 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Hawley has scored with 8 minutes left in the 4th. The Hawley Nuggets 2-3 on the season, now lead the undefeated DGF Rebels by 2 with 8 minutes left in the fourth.
Noah Morris on a quarterback keeper. Tackled by number 83, Hunter Williams, and number 57, Caden Holt.
So back here we have
Gain
third
of 2
and
brings
8.
up third down and 8 for the Panthers.
With 52 seconds and counting to go here in the third. All right, 25 seconds and counting now. 4 on the play clock, and they get the snap off, and the pass is complete.
Morris's pass complete to Ryan Carroll. There's a flag on the play.
And that flag will stop the clock with about 16 seconds to go, and it's a personal foul on the Vikings. So tack on additional yards to that completed pass, and
$15-yard penalty marked off against the Vikings.
I'll put the ball right at midfield.
Right on the 50-yard line.
Yeah!
Morris passes, and oh, that should bring a flag. At least I think. Apparently not. It looked very obvious from my vantage point, but no flag on the play.
Morris's pass falls incomplete.
So it falls incomplete. That's unfortunate, and I'm not rooting for one team or the other here, but that should have been a penalty, no doubt about it, on Pelican Rapids. Pelican Rapids getting a lucky break on that one, and the Panthers getting an unlucky break on that one there. 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Morris will look to pass again, and he's going to get sacked instead. So a couple of unlucky breaks there for Park Rapids, and now it is going to be the end of the third quarter.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
18-6 your score in favor of the Pelican Rapids Vikings here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
For the fourth quarter stretch.
The fourth quarter coming up after this break here on Magnitude.
Do something with your hair?
All right, don't forget, you can find us on social media there, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, our website, magnitudesn.com. An update from Perham. Osakis has the football inside 2 minutes to go in the ball game. And it's been all Silver Streaks tonight. They lead 35-0 over the Perham Yellow Jackets.
Panthers have it 3rd and 15 on the 45-yard line.
When you put Park Rapids and Pelican Rapids on paper and you put Perham and Osakis on paper, you probably would have thought that the Perham-Osakis game would be probably the better of the two games. But we got the better one of the two games right here in Park Rapids. Morris will throw and down the deep sideline, and he stretches out, and he caught the ball.
And Morris's pass complete to Matt Johanning.
Matt Johanning with a first down. And Park Rapids is in business.
Panthers have it 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Morris will keep it himself, and he drives ahead for a pickup of 3 or 4 on that play.
Noah Morris.
And it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Tackled by number 57, Caden Holt. Panthers have it 2nd and 7 at the 20.
If you take away the first half, the score is tied 6-6. Just keep that in the back of your mind right now. Morris looking towards the end zone, and it is going to be, he had it for a moment, and then it slipped through his hands. On the intended receiver there was Luke Harton.
Ball's incomplete.
Now stop the clock with 11:07. We'll keep our clock ticking. 3rd down and 7 now here for the Panthers.
Brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Panthers.
Morris is looking. He rolls out. He's being chased. He fires it. And it's caught. Caught inside the 5-yard line, maybe at the 6.
Morris's pass complete to Matt Johanning. Picks up a Panther first down. Panthers have it 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal now for Park Rapids from the 6, trailing 18-6 here with 10:57 to go. Somebody from the students section sending the fireworks off maybe a little bit early there. Well, Park Rapids now with trying to do what Hawley's done against DGF. Hawley up by 2 points at last check over the undefeated Rebels. That's a road game for DGF tonight. Morris will keep it himself, and he will go into the end zone for a touchdown. It is a 6-yard touchdown run for Noah Morris on 1st and goal. And it's 18-12. So they'll go for 2 here. Oh, no, I take that back. They're going to go for the point after instead.
Flag down the play.
So there's a flag on the play, and it's against the Panthers. Maybe not. Hang on. And here comes the call. Encroachment on Pelican Rapids.
Called against the Vikings.
So they'll give the Panthers a few extra yards here, and if they can convert on the 2-point conversion, it'd be a one-possession game. Well, in actuality, it's already a one-possession game, so. The fans wanting the Panthers to go for 2. Okay, they're going to assess that a penalty on the kickoff there, so it'll still be the same range for the point after, and it looks like the Panthers will choose to kick after all. All right, so Noah Morris will set it for the kick. Matthew Johanning will take the snap, set it, kick is up, and it is good!
Kick is up and good! So with 10:50 to go,
18-13 our score now, and it's just got interesting here in Park Rapids. The 0-5 Park Rapids Panthers trail by 5 to the 4-1 Pelican Rapids Vikings with 10 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter of play. We'll keep it right here. Actually, we'll take a break and we'll be back in 30 seconds here on Magnitude Sports.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wababy?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back. As we get ready for the kickoff here, as the Park Rapids Panthers score on a 6-yard touchdown run.
Kicking off for the Panthers, Luke Hartung.
And the extra point is good to make it 18-13 in favor of the 4-1 Pelican Rapids Vikings with plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. If the Panther defense can step up and get the ball back here,
Back deep for the Vikings.
could make things interesting.
Carter Johnson.
And the kick is away. And it's taken at the 15. That's Carter Johnson. Johnson still on his feet. And right over the 20-yard line, he'll get dropped probably close to the 21. Actually, check that. The 30-yard line dropped at the 31.
Tackled by Malachi Martin and Ryan Carroll. Vikings start 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So now Guler and the Vikings will go after it here. Guler will take the snap and keep it. Check that. That's actually Blakeway. And he gets up close to the 40.
Keeper around the outside. Tackled by Matt.
Out of bounds. Stops the clock with 10:33 to go here in the fourth. Picks up about 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Gain of 8 on the play brings up 2nd down and 2 for the Vikings.
When we started this game, it was 43 degrees. Right now, it's 37, and a high bobbled snap. And Blakeway escapes some would-be tacklers, but he's still going to lose yards. He loses about 9 on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 11, depending on where they spot it. we'll go with 3rd and 11 until we're told otherwise here.
Back to the 30-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 11.
And that will indeed be 3rd and 11. They'll hand it off. Carter Johnson picks up a couple. And he'll bring up 4th down and 9.
Brings up 4th down and 9 for the Vikings.
And a big play here for the Park Rapids defense. Pelican Rapids will punt, so the Panthers have a guy back on their own 37-yard line to receive this punt. And he'll kick it away. And it will take a Viking bounce to the 40.
And the Viking punt goes down to the...
And they'll mark it at the 39-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Park Rapids area Panthers with 8:55 to go here in the 4th quarter of play. And they'll get the ball down by 6. A touchdown ties it. A point after attempt gives the Panthers the lead. Once again, 8:55 to go here. Morris will take the snap, and he will get sacked in the backfield.
Noah Morris sacked in the backfield by number 57, Caden Holt.
He'll lose 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 14. Clock at 8:30. And the Panthers cannot afford any mistakes here. They have a big opportunity to march down the field and take the lead. Morris looks to pass. He has a little bit of time. He rolls out. And now he throws, and it is in front of the line. I couldn't see, I think incomplete. Yep, it's incomplete. They'll stop the clock, and they'll bring up 3rd down and 14. So now big play here for the Vikings defense.
14 for the Panthers. Ball's on the 35-yard line of the Panthers.
And the DGF Rebels have scored. Hawley has the ball with 2 minutes left in the 4th, down 26-20. We'll keep you up to date on that game. Here's Morris. He looks to pass, and wide open, he's got Joe Hanning. Joe Hanning down at about the 32-yard line. It's a 1st down and 10 for the Park Rapids area Panthers.
It's a Panther 1st down.
Matthew Johanning picks up a big reception, and the Park Rapids area Panthers are in business here in the late stages of the 3rd and all of the 4th so far.
As an entrepreneur, you want to make your name and leave a legacy.
The last time the Pelican Rapids Vikings scored was early in the 3rd quarter to take an 18-0 lead, and now Park Rapids has scored 13 unanswered.
Chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice.
And they just got a big play on 3rd and 14 to pick up a 1st and 10 in Viking territory with 7:46 to go here in the 4th quarter. It has gone final now. Barnesville 28-13 winners over Detroit Lakes. Barnesville improves to 6-0 on the season. Osakis has all over Perm tonight. That game is final, 42-0. 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter. DGF holds a 26-20 lead over the Holly Nuggets, but the Nuggets have the football. Matter of fact, the only two games in the area that have not gone final. And right as I say that, the game goes final. So right now, Pelican Rapids and Park Rapids is the only game in the area that is still being played. DGF improves to 6-0 on the season as they cling to a 26-20 victory over the Holly Nuggets. 45-36, West Central area defeats Breckenridge. 27-22, East Grand Forks over Crookston. No report yet from Thief River Falls and Frazee. At last report, it was 28-7 in favor of the Prowlers. .7:44 to go. Morris will work out a shotgun with 4 receivers, 3 to the far side. And he'll keep it himself. He's got a little bit of a hole, and he picks up a good 3 or 4 yards on that play.
Noah Morris on the keeper up the middle.
So it'll be 2nd down and 12.
Tackled by number 70, Jared Stetz. Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd down and 12 for the Panthers.
As we crack the eggs on 7 minutes to go here. Morris works out of the shotgun. He's got Johanning to his right. 2 receivers far. And now he's looking to the near side. The pass is batted down. Nice defensive play there by the Vikings. Lucas checked that wrong roster. Ian Fay got his hand on that pass and knocked it down. And a fantastic defensive play there by the Vikings. Now stop the clock with 6:51 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Morris along with Hartung. Harting will come out to the near side. Morris will work alone out of the shotgun, and he'll send Johanning and 2 others to the left. He'll roll to the left. He'll fire to the left. This pass is caught, and he's trying to get close to the sideline. He will not get out of bounds, but he does gain a few on that, and it's going to be 4th down and about 7.
4th down for the Panthers. Tackled by Carter Johnson. 4th down and 8 for the Panthers. Ball down the 31-yard line.
Ball spotted on the 31. It's 4th down and 8 officially. And the Panthers need a big play here. Can they get one? 4 receivers. Nobody in the backfield except for Morris out of the shotgun. Quick screen pass. And now it's going to be a little trick play. He bombs it down the sideline. It falls short, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Johanning pass falls incomplete, and the Vikings will take over 1st and 10.
Six minutes to play. If the Panther defense can step up and get the ball back here, they would still have an opportunity to try and score. We'll see if the Vikings can seal it on this drive here. 5:59 to go in the fourth quarter of play. So they got just shy of 6 minutes to stop the Pelican Rapids offense, which they have done pretty much the entire second half, with the exception of that first drive in the third quarter. First and 10. And he'll pick up at least 7 on that play, maybe 8. Second down, and let's see where they spot it.
Tackled by Mason Gillering.
It'll be 2nd and 2.
Play brings up 2nd down and 3 for
Well, they're going to. Yeah, no, he's right. I was wrong this time. 2nd and 3. Pickup of 7 on that as the clock continues to tick. 5:25 and counting. And Pelican Rapids will try and chew up as much of the clock as they can. A first down here would go a long ways, but it doesn't take them out of the danger zone yet. Blakeway breaks tackles. He gets a first down, and he might be off to the races. Peyton Blakeway with a 67-yard touchdown run. And the Pelican Rapids Vikings may have just sealed this ball game. A 67-yard run by Blakeway. No flags on the play. And the point after attempt coming up. Once again, none of the teams have, well, I take that back. Park Rapids got the extra point, which was the only point after attempt that was successful in this game so far. And a 67-yard run by Blakeway puts Pelican Rapids up 24 as they go for 2. Bobbled snap, Blakeway in the backfield, and he will not make the 2-point conversion attempt.
Conversion is no good. With 5 minutes to go in the game, the Vikings go up 24-13 over the Panthers.
All right, guys, we're going to run a flag, a post, and a fly on 1. Ready? Fight!
Once again, we want to thank our friends at Stein Seed, Kale and Family Brands, and Park Rapids High School for sponsoring tonight's coverage between the Panthers and the Vikings. It started with a 55-yard touchdown pass from Guler to Blakeway, and then a 34-yard touchdown pass, and then a 66-yard touchdown run, and now a 67-yard touchdown run. So exactly 5 minutes on the nose to go here in the fourth quarter. And the kick is away. And it's bobbled, and he has to chase back after it to the 10-yard line. Picks it up, goes to the far sideline, and gets to about the 14.
On the return for the Panthers. Taken down at about the 14-yard
A touchdown and a 2-point conversion would make it a 24-21 game. So they're going to have a lot of work to do here in a short amount of time if they want to try and complete a comeback. That was the first time Pelican Rapids scored any points since early in the third quarter, and it may have been enough to ice it. And that one is caught by Hartung.
Morrison pass complete to Luke Hartung. Gain of 1. Bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers. Timeout called by the Vikings.
4:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Second down and 9 for the Panthers. Looking to pass. He fires it away, and I cannot see if it was caught or not. Pelican Rapids says it was incomplete.
Caught out of bounds.
It was caught, but out of bounds, so it's an incomplete pass.
Third down and 7.
Stops the clock with 4:28 to go and brings up third down and 9. Morris sends it to the sideline again. It's caught at the 25-yard line. He spins ahead to close to the 26.
Picks up a Panther first down. Panthers have it first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Morris will look to throw again. This time he fires down the middle of the field, but overthrows his receiver.
Morris' pass intended for Matt Johanning. Just a little bit long.
Second down and 10 now.
Trayvon Benson on the cover at that time for the Vikings.
And that one's caught there by Johanning, but he only gets about a yard on the play, and the clock will continue to run.
Short pass. Tackled by number 57, Caden Holt. Gain of 1 brings up, gain of 2 brings up third down and 8.
They're going to give him 1.5, so nice pass to Johanning over the middle. It's good for a first down, and that'll temporarily stop the clock to move the chains. 3:35 to go here. Morris out of the shotgun. Looks to pass. Harding had it, but he dropped it. Second down and 10.
For Luke Hartel.
3:24 to go in the fourth quarter. The Panthers would need to score here with about 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the fourth if they had a chance to get the ball back. That's assuming that they could stop Pelican Rapids from getting a first down once they got the ball back. If they got a first down, the game would be over. But first things first, they got to get a touchdown on this drive. Pass is complete, and it goes out of bounds, and I'll stop the clock.
Morris' pass complete to Ryan Carroll.
Ryan Carroll on the reception. Third down and 10.
Bring up third down and 10.
First down is right at midfield. And Morris is sacked. And it's 4th and 10.
By Hunter Williams and Caden Holt. Brings up fourth down. Timeout on the field.
Timeout stops the clock with a little over 3 minutes to go. The Panthers call the timeout. 4th and 10. They might as well go for it here because if they punt it away, the game's over.
much needed equipment throughout the year.
Barring like a Pelican Rapids fumble on the kick return, but this is it's probably the best decision to go for it here on 4th and 10. So we'll see what kind of play they pull out of their pocket here. But once again, if they don't get the first down here, that's the ball game. And if they were to punt it here, that would be essentially the ball game as well. Like I said, Pelican Rapids on that 67-yard touchdown run likely iced the game here. Park Rapids would need to score a touchdown, and they need to do it soon, like in the next 20 seconds. And then they would need a lucky break, maybe a turnover or some sort of other kind of error by Pelican Rapids to get the ball back, or maybe try the onside kick. But like I said, they got to score a touchdown here in the next 20 seconds. And he's going to be sacked, and that is not going to help matters whatsoever. Stops the clock with 3:01 to go on the turnover on downs.
Take over 1st and 10.
And that is the ball game.
At the Panther 27-yard line.
Just need to chew up about 3 minutes of clock time, and that will do it. Pelican Rapids will improve to 5-1 here in about 3 minutes from now. Well, the Panthers made things interesting tonight, but the Vikings are a little too tough. And now a whistle on the snap, and a flag comes in against Pelican Rapids. I'll back them up.
5-yard penalty.
1st and 15 after the penalty.
1st and 15 now for the Vikings.
Coming up in your post-game show, we'll recap all the final scores from games around the area. And we'll get you set for our broadcast next week. Blakeway takes it, and he gets it close to the 30-yard line.
On a quarterback keeper. Tackled by Ryan Carroll.
Looks like he picked up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings.
As we approach 2 minutes to play. Blakeway hands it off. That's Johnson, and he has some room to run, and he picks up a nice chunk of yardage. Inside the 15, close to the 10.
First down. Tackled that time by Corey Johnson. Just a reminder to you Panther fans, the Panthers will travel to Detroit Lakes next Friday on October 14th as the Panthers battle the Lakers. Game time is 7 o'clock in Detroit Lakes.
And you can watch that game on the Detroit Lakes YouTube channel, in case you're curious. Another handoff to Johnson. And Johnson's going to go into the end zone, and if it wasn't ice before, it is now.
And for a Viking
30
touchdown.
to 13. And we'll see if they go for 2 or 1 here. They've been going for 2 all night. A minute 9 is where we sit. And the Vikings will go for 2. Blakeway will keep it himself, and now he will be cut off. He drops the ball, and it's recovered by the Vikings.
Is no good.
But the point after attempt is no good. So the Vikings
30-13 over the Panthers.
5 touchdowns in this game and 5 failed point after attempts. 30-13 with 1 minute to go. We'll take one final timeout, and we'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. All right, don't forget, you can catch us on social media, Facebook and Twitter, Magnitude SN, YouTube and Instagram, Magnitude Sports, our website, magnitudesn.com. Go there, click on the schedule button, and get all the upcoming broadcasts. Give us a follow, like, subscription, all that cool stuff, if you would be so kind to do so. And the final minute of this football game. Oh, the kickoff that goes into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
And that was a nice kick all the way back through the end zone for a kickback.
So the Panthers will get the football, and they'll have 1:09 to see if they can get some more points on the board here. A valiant effort tonight by Park Rapids, especially in the second half.
Panthers will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
They'll go with all receivers here. And now he will come back and he'll fire. And it is intended for Hartung, but incomplete, and 2nd down and 10.
Trayvon Benson on the coverage for the Vikings.
Exactly 1 minute to go now. And they'll get it to Hartung again. He catches it at the 24-yard line and comes down the near sideline and plows ahead. Let's see where they spot it at here. Probably close to the 35. And looks like they'll spot it at about the 30. 34 is where they'll spot it at. Well, just shy of the 35, actually. 1st and 10. 54 seconds to go here. And they'll look to pass. And he fires as he gets hit, and it is going to be intercepted by Pelican Rapids, Ethan Sostrom. And the Vikings will get the ball back with 48 seconds to go. And that will be the end of the night for the Panthers. A couple of kneel downs. They'll need to run at least 2 plays minimum. So I would guess 2 kneel downs will do it here for Pelican Rapids. Well, we said in our pregame show that the Vikings averaged 28 points per game, and we said that they'd probably average a little higher than that, and they did. They got to 30 tonight. And a short run there.
On the carry for the Vikings. Picks up a couple.
We'll keep the clock running here.
2nd down and 8.
here for the Vikings, and they do not have to run another play if they don't want to. Game clock at 20, play clock at 23. So that will do it. That's your final score tonight. The Pelican Rapids Vikings 30 and the Park Rapids Panthers 13.
We appreciate your help.
Great game tonight. Panthers come up a little bit short. They fall to 0-6 on the season, and the Vikings improve to 5-1 overall as the two teams will meet at midfield and share handshakes. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, give you final scores from around the areas, and recap this one a little bit here in just a moment on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be back in a moment.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Sweet chaos. Delightfully disruptive.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
All right, they have turned the scoreboard off here at Park Rapids High School, and there's your final score, 30-13. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here. Barnesville, 28-13 winners over the Detroit Lake Lakers tonight, and that improves Barnesville to 6-0 on the season and drops Detroit Lakes to 4-2 on the year. And Osakis 42-0 winners over Perham tonight. That moves Osakis to 5-1 on the season and drops Perham to 500 at 3-3. DGF almost got stunned by Hawley tonight, but they were able to score late and pick up a 26-20 win over the Hawley Nuggets. DGF improves to 6-0 on the season. Hawley Nuggets fall to 2-4 on the season. The Pelican Rapids Vikings with the 30-13 win tonight over the Panthers improve to 6-1, I believe it is. No, 5-1, excuse me. 5-1 overall, and the Panthers fall to 0-6 on the season. West Central Area Ashby 45-36 winners over Breckenridge. That puts the Knights at 5-1 on the season and drops Breckenridge to 500 at 3-3. East Grand Forks scoring on a 34-yard touchdown pass as time expired, trailing 22-21, picks up the 27-22 victory over Crookston tonight. Crookston falls to 2-4 on the season, and East Grand Forks improves to 3-3 on the season. And still no final score update from Thief River Falls and Frazee. At last check, it was 28-7 in favor of the 1-4 Prowlers over the 3-2 Frazee Hornets, but still no official final on that one. Last score we had was 28-7 with the Prowlers leading. So that wraps up some of your area scores here. Once again, 30-13 your final in this one. Pelican Rapids has Roseau at home next Friday night. Roseau 1-4. They took on Fergus Falls tonight. Let's see if I can find a final on that one for you. Doesn't look like I have one available at the moment. And then they'll wrap up the season on Wednesday, October 19th at Breckenridge, who fell in a high-scoring affair with West Central Area tonight. So the 5-1 Pelican Rapids Vikings, depending on what happens with Roseau, will meet up with the now 3-3 Breckenridge Cowboys to wrap up the season on Wednesday, October 19th. For the Panthers, they go on the road. They'll have another tough matchup. Detroit Lakes, now 4-2, falling to the now 6-0 Barnesville Trojans tonight. And then they'll wrap up the season back here at home against Thief River Falls on Wednesday, October 19th. The scoring started with Timmy Guler on a 55-yard pass to Blakeway to make it 6-0. Point after was no good. And then a couple of possessions later, the same two would hook up again on a 34-yard touchdown pass to make it 12-0. And then the Vikings, that would be 12-0, I believe was the halftime score, if I remember correctly. And then early in the third quarter, a 56-yard touchdown run by the Vikings' Jack Kapenga. And that would make the score 18-0. And that would be the last time that Pelican Rapids would score, at least for quite a while. That was in the first couple minutes of the third quarter. And then Park Rapids got on the board with a 7-yard touchdown run to make the score 18-6. Extra point was no good. Later in the third, they would get another 6-yard touchdown run to make the score 18-13. The Panthers would threaten on a nice drive down the field that would fall a little bit short, and they would give the ball up on a 4th and 10 to the Vikings. The Vikings would score on a Blakeway touchdown run for 67 yards, and at that point it was 24-8 or 24-13, excuse me. And then a couple of possessions later, it would be Carter Johnson taking it in from 12 yards out to make the score 30-13, which would end up being your final score. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. We certainly appreciate it. Taking a look at our upcoming schedule here on Magnitude Sports. We have volleyball for you on Thursday. The Perham Yellow Jackets taking on the DGF Rebels, and then Park Rapids. That's last week. Let's move ahead to this week. Let's see here. Tuesday, October 11th, it's the Panthers taking on the Barnesville Trojans in high school volleyball. We'll have that game for you here on Magnitude Sports. And then Thursday night, we have a volleyball football doubleheader for you. The Barnesville Trojans host the Pelican Rapids Vikings. So Vikings fans, circle October 13th. We'll have that volleyball game for you right here on Magnitude Sports. And then on Thursday, it'll be the Perham Yellow Jackets and the East Grand Forks Green Wave. See if the Green Wave can come off that exciting win they had tonight and knock off Perham but it won't be an easy task. That one kicks off at 7 o'clock on a Thursday night. Make a note of that. It's not a Friday game. It's a Thursday football game for you between the Perham Yellow Jackets and East Grand Forks. And then the undefeated Kindred Vikings will be our only game on Friday, October 14th, as they will look to hold that undefeated record at home and on the season against a very tough Ellendale Cardinals team. And that'll be the final home game of the regular season for the Kindred Vikings as they get ready to go into the postseason. And then we go to U.S. Bank Stadium on Sunday, October 16th for some MPFL football action as the Inner City Ducks will take on North Stars Elite. Then back to high school volleyball action on Tuesday, October 18th, where the Breckenridge Cowgirls will travel up to Glendon to take on the DGF Rebels. And we'll have that one for you here on Magnitude Sports. You can go to our website, magnitudesn.com, to check out the full schedule. We have it all the way through March for you, so if you're curious, you can go check it out. You can also find us on YouTube, of course, where you're watching right now, and then Instagram, Magnitude Sports, or Facebook and Twitter at MagnitudeSN. And if you click on the Stories button, you get all the latest news on our website at MagnitudeSN as well. Thank you so much. Your final score one more time. The Pelican Rapids Vikings 30, the Park Rapids Area Panthers 13. For Janice, who helped out on scoreboard and graphics tonight, my name's Mike. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again on Tuesday for high school volleyball here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Have a good night.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.